episode of HBRV Lifestyle, the podcast. So I want to welcome you into the live stream. I'm not happy today. I'm not happy tonight because I'm seeing a lot of disgusting, horrific, disturbing behavior from two sides of the political aisle. Now, I did a hour live stream earlier today. I'm uploading a podcast episode as we speak. But I'm going to tell you something that pisses me off. And pisses me off so bad that I got to talk about it directly and not integrate it into the RV industry at all. This is not going to have anything to do with the RV world, the RV industry, the RV lifestyle, nothing. You know what really pisses me off tonight, and pisses me off so bad that I'm now 3 cocktails in, is that there are people that are far left politically and far right politically that are trying to profit off of Charlie Kirk's death. It pisses me off so much that tonight I created another YouTube channel dedicated to the middle. Dedicated to the 99%. Fuck everybody else. I decided tonight that I'm going to pick up the freedom of speech torch and I'm going to create the real middle. That's the name of the podcast. It's going to be called The Real Middle. And the reason why is because I was uploading a couple tiny little videos to TikTok and Instagram and YouTube today. Hi, Lady J. Oh, I'm going to scream it right now. So I was uploading videos, little short videos to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook today. And you know what I saw? Assholes. Assholes that are creating merchandise. Creating fucking merchandise. Taking advantage of Charlie Kirk's death. And then I'm seeing, on the other side of things, on the far left liberal side of things, they're singing a song. Ding dong, the Kirk is dead. I've heard that song 22 times while I'm scrolling through TikTok, uploading a video, downloading sounds, doing stuff I normally do for my secondary and third channel. So you have right now, if you make a video over 1 minute, 1 minute and 1 second, 61 seconds, 62 seconds, 62 seconds, 63 seconds, YouTube pays you ad revenue like YouTube does. You have extremists on the right and the left that are making content hourly, trying to take advantage of a young man's assassination. How fucked up is that? You have thousands of people across the internet trying to profit off of a man's death. That is fucking pathetic. Merchandise stores, how about $50 for a t-shirt that has Charlie Kirk, Martin Luther King Jr., and John F. Kennedy with the words, "One bullet changed history." $50 fucking for a t-shirt. Let's rip off the world over a man's death. A man that didn't deserve to die. I disagree with half of what Charlie Kirk said. Personally, I felt like Charlie Kirk was an idiot, but he never deserved to die. Never. I do not agree with Charlie Kirk at all politically. But Charlie Kirk did not deserve to die, and he does not deserve to be the center of assholes trying to profit off of his death. So I'm going to leave you tonight 3 cocktails in because I'm pissed off. Tonight while I'm downloading videos to YouTube channels and Instagram, there's right-wing extremist podcasters. You would call them red pill. The red pill community is spewing bullshit tonight to get ad revenue, sponsorships, donations. You have left-wing extremists celebrating a man's assassination and murder, trying to gain sponsorships, donations, ad revenue. Fuck you. Fuck you on the left. Fuck you on the right, trying to profit from this man's death. Fuck you. It's a joke. This man did not deserve what happened to him. And for certain, he does not deserve you making a fortune off his fucking death. Kiss my ass. Literally. I don't agree with the blue pill or red pill community. I think the blue pill community lies to women. And the red pill community lies to men. And that's 99% of our problem with modern dating is red pill and blue pill podcasts. Period. So fuck you for charging $50 a t-shirt when a man has been dead for less than 3 days. His wife has not even had the chance to bury him, and you're trying to profit off his death. I don't care if it's TMZ. I don't care if it's Fresh and Fit Podcast. I don't care if it's Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Elizabeth Warren, AOC, Ted Cruz, all of you. If you are trying to profit off this man's death, fuck you. It is disgusting to see so many people drop merchandise stores. In the last 20 hours, over 30 merchandise stores through spreadshop.com have been created to make merchandise like shirts and hoodies to profit off of Charlie Kirk's death. How many of those people are going to give the profits to Charlie Kirk's wife? None. Fuck you. How does that feel? The people are trying to take an assassination of a man, the murder of a man, and profit off of him. Are you kidding me? Have we gotten so bad as humanity that we're going to allow people to profit off of a man's murder? It's both the right and the left. No one's immune. You have the far-right conservative jackasses like Myron from Fresh and Fit Podcast begging for donations to his podcast because he has to go into hiding because he's afraid he's next. Fuck you. How about these far left extremists singing Ding Dong, the Kirk is dead and making ad revenue off of that? Fuck you. I may not agree with Charlie Kirk, and I don't. I don't agree with Charlie Kirk and probably 50% of what he said. But he didn't deserve to die. And he did not deserve, by far, does not deserve his death to make people rich. If you buy one piece of merchandise, or you like one video, you like one fucking video of a person celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, you are part of the problem. Do not buy any of the merchandise. Do not like any of the videos celebrating his death. Fuck those extremists. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't care if they're far right or far left. This was a 30-year-old man who left behind 2 very young children and a very young wife. And do you think that any of these left-wing extremists or any of these right-wing knucklehead assholes are going to share the profits with his wife to help her with the bills? Fuck you. It would be better off if everybody just mourned the death of a person that cared. At the end of the day, no matter how you view him, I did not agree with half of what he said. But I'm going to mourn his death because he was one of the few people, the very few people on any side of the political aisle that was willing to have a conversation with people that disagreed with him. And I'm not high. I'm upset. I'm sad. I'm mad. There's a big difference. This is the 3rd time I have gone live tonight because I'm mad. I'm pissed off. I'm angry because we have a young widow, 2 young children that will grow up without a father. Well, thank you. I don't know where to put that money. Duddy the one, I don't know where to go with that. If you're going to do, what do they call it here on YouTube? I think they call it super thanks or super likes. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll take the $2 and put it towards whatever foundation he has. If he's got a foundation for cancer research or something, I'll put it towards that. Is that a super chat? Okay. I'll take hey, you know what, Duddy the one? I'm going to take that $2 you gave, and that's going to whatever. If he had something to do with cancer research, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, that's where it's going. Even though I don't agree with him, no, I'm not. It's $2, man. I mean, I'm not going to do that. Nice try, Life Behind the Lens. Thank you very much for your weirdo thing, but I'm not taking $2 and profiting from it. I don't know if he's a hero because I disagree with a lot of what he said, but I'll say this. It up here, I don't know if you can see my finger, but up here that says how much money was super liked or super thanked or whatever. Whatever that number is, I'll find something that Charlie Kirk believed in that was not political, whether it's cancer research, Parkinson's, or whatever. I'll just send it to those folks because I'm not going to keep it. I already live in a trailer life behind the lens. What the hell? I already live in a fifth wheel toy hauler. Buy a 40 ounce. No, thank you. I would prefer Captain and Coke. Thank you very much. It was interesting. So what was interesting is the last live stream I did in the car got 14,000 views over an hour. That was interesting. You know, I'm just mad, guys. I'm mad because I'm tired of extremism. Not yet. Lawrence Henry, not yet. But I will be. There's a difference. I will be. It might take another hour or two, but I will be. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing I really got to say, because I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. Okay? I don't think he was a rage baiter, but I think sometimes his mouth would get the best of him. But just because he would say things that were a little off base doesn't mean he deserved to die. This is not a battle of Democrat versus Republican. This is not a battle of liberal versus conservative. This is a battle of the 1% versus the 99. God, I just fucking hate people who make stupid comments. You know what, guys? I'm going to tell you why folks are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. There's two reasons why. Number one, they're profiting off of it. Or number two, they're just uneducated about debate. The only two reasons why. No other reason but those two. The two reasons why people are mad about Charlie Kirk's death is they really truly believe in open debate, or two, they're trying to profit off of it. Duddy, the one, he didn't hate minorities. He just didn't know how to actually express himself. He didn't know. The biggest problem with Charlie Kirk, this is the biggest problem, okay, is not that he was an extremist, it was he was young. Youth breeds stupidity sometimes. Duddy, the one, that's the reason. Again, you have to look at context. Everybody that's watching this, okay? We have to look at context. Oh, I will be going to bed soon, by the way, for those that think I should go to bed. There's context that needs to be involved. Again, one of the things I very much disagree with when it comes to Charlie Kirk is Charlie Kirk was too young to make some of the statements that he made. Period. No matter what they were, whether they dealt with race relations, culture, religion. When you're 26 years old, and no offense if you're young, But when you're 26 years old and you have no kids, you come from money, or you have money, and you've never struggled financially a day in your life, you have always been taken care of. We call it the silver spoon. You have no room to say shit when it comes to certain things. Okay? So, and for those of you just coming in that are, oh, he's only 31, he didn't deserve this. We're not saying that. What we're saying, because you're coming in the middle of this, and what I'm saying is that some of the things that he said when he was younger, and even up to, let's say, 2 or 3 years ago, I did not agree with because he was so young. But he did not deserve to be killed over it. Okay? So sometimes when we are young, I'm 41 years old right now. When I was 22, 23, 24 years old, I said some extreme crap that I would never say at my age because of life experience. Okay? But things I've said do not deserve the actions that occurred to Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk did not deserve what happened to him. Period. End of report. Charlie Kirk did not deserve what happened to him, even if I disagree with him. Okay? And a lot of the reasons why I disagree with him is, number one, is I grew up in a very poor environment. I grew up in a very minority neighborhood. So I understand a lot of the minority cultures better than a lot of folks with my skin complexion. Charlie Kirk grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth a little bit. Okay? But he did not deserve what happened to him. Period. And he was one of the few people in the world that was willing to have an open debate. I would have loved to have him with me and him and I have a conversation. Because I think Charlie Kirk and I would have had a great conversation. Okay? Period. End of report. Would have loved to have a conversation with him. Because I think that him and I would have had a great debate. He was one of the, and let's give Charlie Kirk credit where credit's due. Charlie Kirk was willing to go on Gavin Newsom's podcast. He was willing to go on any person's platform that disagreed with him. And that is so rare on any side of the political aisle. So rare. So rare, it's not even funny. Whether you hate him, love him, or somewhere in the middle, respecting the fact that he would go anywhere with anyone and have a conversation should be respected. Not he's special. He was different. You would never catch, and let's be real, Duddy the One, let's be real. You would never catch Donald Trump. Well, no, Donald Trump goes on him. Barack Obama went on him. So let's eliminate Barack Obama and Donald Trump. You would never catch Joe Biden. You would never catch George Bush Jr. You would never catch Bill Clinton. You would never catch Elizabeth Warren. You would never catch Ted Cruz. I could go on and on and on. there are only a handful of people, that would be willing to go on the opposite end of their political spectrum show and go have a conversation. Both on the left and the right. There's people on the left and people on the right. It's a handful. That's it. That's it. So, Dudley the Great, you had 3 in the last 30 years presidents that didn't care. You know, Ronald Reagan didn't care. Barack Obama didn't care. He's like, you know what? I'll go on far right. Barack Obama, to me, I know this will be a hot take, but Barack Obama, to me, was one of our best presidents. Because no matter what he did, he would go on any program and talk. Didn't care what the questions were, didn't want to be told what the questions were, just wanted to go on and talk. Donald Trump, just want to go and talk. Ronald Reagan, just want to go and talk. If you want to get before that, it's hard to find guys that would just want to go on and talk. Hard. Right? So we have to understand that today pissed me off enough. Saying everybody trying to... And guys, you have to understand something. I'm not mad left or right. I'm not. There are a lot of everyday Republicans and everyday Democrats that are just normal Americans. The 99%. There's Republicans and Democrats that are normal, everyday 9-to-5 guys, gals. They have tiny little differences about how the country should be run. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the 1% that dominates social media, 1% that dominates the news, 1% that's trying to fucking profit off a man's death. That's what I'm mad at. I'm not mad at the normal everyday American. The normal everyday American is outraged and pissed off over this shit, no matter how they vote. No matter how you vote. No, Charlie Kirk wasn't the 1%. Charlie Kirk was different. He wasn't Dudley the Great one. You seem to be an educated person. I would say Charlie was just different. Charlie, I didn't agree with a lot of Charlie said. I think some of Charlie said was very, not uneducated, but no life experience behind what he said. Okay? I think Charlie had some good points. And I think sometimes Charlie would say stuff because he's young and doesn't have life experience. Outside of that, I would take Charlie Kirk over 90% of the Red Pill podcasters any day, because at least he would go and talk to the other side. But I hate that people are profiting on his death. I hate it. Oh, I live in a fifth wheel toy hauler that I'm rebuilding. This is all about content. He was extreme in some points, Dudley. He was extreme in some. You know, like I said, half of what Charlie said, I disagree with. Okay? But there are a lot of points I do agree with Charlie with. But half of the shit, I'll go, my God, He's an idiot. He hasn't even lived long enough to know this. But at the end of the day, there was half the stuff that's like, that makes sense. You know? And it's a lot. There's a Blue Pill podcaster. She is very much a feminist. And I forgot her name off the top of my head. But it's the same thing as Charlie. She's willing to go on red pill places and go in hostile environments and have a conversation. And about half of what she says I completely disagree with, and half of it I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. You know? No, I'm not in the woods. One extreme that Charlie said. Well, probably the biggest thing Charlie would talk about that he has no clue about is about race relations. That's about it. When he would talk about Muslim communities or Hispanic communities or black communities, it's like, dude, you're white. Take your silver spoon, stick it up your ass. Okay? I grew up in very minority neighborhoods when I was a kid, so I understand a lot of the Hispanic and black communities. I mostly in my life have dated black women or Hispanic women, so I understand the communities better than Charlie Kirk does. But I mean, that's just part of it. Again, that's inexperience. That's Charlie Kirk going off statistics and things that are off skewed by stupidity. Again, something I disagree with, because Charlie, at the time, especially when he was 25, 26, 27 years old, no life experience. Okay? But again, things I agree with when it comes to Charlie Kirk. I agree with Charlie that we need to be less dependent on the government. Okay? I'm not going to read comments, not right now. They're going too fast and I'm old. Where I agree with Charlie Kirk is we need, as a country, to be less dependent on the government. No, I don't have Medicare, no. Charlie Kirk, I agree with him that we need to be more self-sufficient when it comes to one household income being able to take care of a family. Meaning, if you have a man and a woman married and the woman is a doctor and the man is an engineer, and the woman makes more money than the man, then the woman should be the primary caregiver, and her income should be able to suffice the family, and the man should take care of the kids, or vice versa. So I agree with Charlie that one income should raise a family, whether it's from the man or the woman, whether it's from the wife or the husband, or the wife or the wife, or the husband and the husband, however your dynamic is. Okay? So I agree with Charlie Kirk in that respect 100%. Okay? I believe that Charlie Kirk was right, that we should get to a point in the USA, the United States of America, where one income raises a family. But I don't agree with him about a lot of other shit. But that doesn't mean he deserved to die. What? Wait. Hold on. Stop the comments for a second. What is one bad thing that Charlie Kirk... It's not a bad thing. It's an uneducated thing. It's not an understanding, because, look, if your skin is the complexion of mine, if you have a complexion skin color like mine, you have nothing to say about any community that does not have your same skin color. Period. I agree with Austin Powers, by the way. So Charlie Kirk did not need to speak on race relations since, pardon me for a second, since he had a silver spoon in his mouth and his skin complexion is this color. But that doesn't mean he deserved to die. It doesn't mean he deserved to be shot. It doesn't mean that he personally should have been hurt, threatened, or killed. No, not white guilt, but it's hard to understand. It's hard for a lot of people to understand this. Okay? No, it's not. God, you guys are really crazy. I mean, all the comments coming through are crazy. I do believe in Jesus. No, he never advocated violence at all, no. But he kept comparing. That's the other thing I disagree with him on. One thing, the most thing I disagree with Charlie Kirk on, even though, again, he didn't deserve to die or anything, but the thing I disagreed with him most is he kept comparing people to the nuclear family. Nobody understood that the nuclear family was not all it was cracked up to be. Okay, so my grandfather was a great example of this. My grandfather was way ahead of his time. So my grandma and grandfather were a nuclear family. Kids in the 1950s. My grandfather went to worked in the IT industry and the first computers with the IBM, etc., etc., etc. My grandfather and my grandmother both worked. Not just one income. There was two incomes so they could take vacations. So it wasn't one income could support the whole family the whole time. Okay, that is because Charlie Kirk wasn't old enough to understand the nuclear family because he was too young. He was studying it, but never lived through it. My grandfather lived through it. By the 1970s, during the gas shortage, my grandfather told me that it was really rough on families on vacations. Even with two incomes, the 1970s was really tough. My grandfather said that they were having souffle parties at houses to keep themselves entertained. AKA, there were a lot of families in the 1970s that were nuclear families in the 50s that were having swinger parties. Okay? So, the nuclear family was not everything that a lot of right-wing people want you to believe. But I agree, here's the thing I agree with when it comes to Charlie Kirk. I agree that things have gotten so expensive and so out of control economically that instead of the spouse's income being extra money for vacations and cars and extras and fun stuff, it is now a necessity. Okay? So, again, I'm looking as we go. I don't know why, Charlie. We'll find out why later. My gut feeling is this was not a political assassination like the right-wing extremists want you to think. Even though The View, like Whoopi Goldberg and the gals on The View said they think it's a political assassination, I don't think it was political. I think this guy, if this guy, Mr. Robinson, really did kill him, if it's real and the investigation proves it, I think this guy was just a small little man pissed off at Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk probably made him look like a dumbass during the debates they had on campuses, and the guy just took revenge. I bet it's more about revenge than it is political. You guys are crazy, man. Those aren't roaches. I swear to God, you guys are funny as shit. Oh, that's cool, Brian. Well, we don't know. It could have been Mr. Robinson, the suspect they have in custody, could have been a brother or cousin, or could have been hired gun by Hamas or Israel or anybody. Who freaking knows? But I hate. That's because I'm tired. I hate when people are trying to profit off someone's death. That is horrible. Nobody's on anybody's side. Could have been Patsy. We don't know yet. 31. Yep, 31. They're not crazy. Just we're in a world of social media is crazy. Okay. See, there's no moving roach anywhere on the ceiling. Stop your bullshit. Yes, but I mostly profit on my second channel, Diego. Diego, I do profit on my second channel. Not this one. Not like you guys think. We don't know. We don't know anything. I agree, Jesse James. Absolutely. Possible, Eric. We don't know what it's all about yet. We don't know what anything's about yet. No roach. No shout outs, no nothing. Who knows, Anna? That's what's sad. I don't blame you. 2006. There's no roach, guys. Look, no roach anywhere. See? No roach. That's not a roach. Those aren't roaches. None of those are roaches. Stop with the roach. Yeah, I work. I don't. I don't celebrate Kirk's death at all. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. My back is killing me. Good Lord. All right, what do we got back? Oh. God, you guys way too fast. I don't know about that. Oh, you guys are funny. The funny part is you guys are just hilarious the way you guys comment. I don't mind. I mean, you gotta understand, a lot of the moderators that watch out for me have been around me a long time and know I'm kind of crazy. Boy, you guys are really interesting. You guys are hilarious. By the way, the $6 that's right up here, I'm going to find a Charlie Kirk non-political thing. Oop, we're now at $8. That's funny, Duddy. You know what? As much as that's kind of sad, that's actually funny at the same time. So congratulations on that. So we now have $8. By the way, let's give a shout out to Duddy the One. Shout out to Duddy the One. Probably been the most interesting commenter so far. He's donated $8 to Super Chat. I think that is either Super Chat or Super Thanks. All $8 is going to a Charlie Kirk non-political charity. So if he does like Cancer Society or Parkinson's, that's where it's going. I'm not ignoring every single message, but I am not quick. Hey, Flying Circus, I don't give a shit if he's rainbow or not. Look at that. He's all $8. So all of you out there talking shit, he donated $8 even though he disagrees with me. So, yeah, that's $8 more than you put up there. Okay? That's now $9 more than they put up there. So, you know what I mean? So, don't talk crap about somebody putting $8.99 now by another person. That's all going to charity. I'm not keeping that. So, if you didn't donate that, you don't get to talk on that. Just to let you know. I don't care if it does anything. There's another $2. So I don't care. It's what I'm going to take a look at whatever non-political bullshit Charlie Kirk was a part of. If he was part of Parkinson's or part of anything, anybody who donates up here, it's going straight to that. Period. If he does autism, I don't care. It's going straight to that. If it's non-political, it's going to that. Honey Badger RV, Will Lang. Hey, by the way, Delyn Curry, that's $8 more than you've put up. So if you can't pull out your wallet, shut up. Right now, I'm just drinking water and Coke. So I had Coca-Cola, now I'm drinking water. Ooh, Hyper Seeker 110. That's tough. Probably smash. O'Reilly, I don't blame you. No one deserved to die. Somewhat. Charlie Kirk has some extreme views in some respects and had some common sense in others. So, it's just tough. No, I'm not going to buy donuts. That's funny. No, Duddy the One has donated $8 at $10.44. So that he gets to talk whatever shit he wants. Yeah, I don't think they're distracting us from anything. I think reality is 1%. It's all about money at this point because Charlie Kirk's death is profitable. So everybody's trying to profit off his death. You do, Duddy. I mean, I gotta respect it, man. This is true. No, it's nothing to do with Black Lives. Hyperseeker 110 needs to go and smoke something else. But the reality is, guys, there's too many people trying to profit off Charlie Kirk's death. Period. End of report. It's stupid. There you go. I like that comment. Money, let me tell you guys, I have been, because of Charlie Kirk's death and because I have been talking about Charlie Kirk's death, there has been a lot of folks out there that have been clips off podcast episodes of right-wing extremists that are begging for fucking money. Begging. Myron from Fresh and Fit podcast is the biggest beggar of them all. Begging for money. Oh, I'm next. So donate to me so I can go into hiding. Fuck you. We're not all conservatives. You're an idiot. MAGA backup, you're crazy. No, I'm not begging. I don't care if people pay me or not. You're fun. Dylan Kerner's the funny. You are Courier. You officially got the funny button. That was actually almost got me laughing. We don't know what the killer's reasons were. Even though he was caught, we don't know what the reasons are. We don't even know if he's a real killer. Thomas Lannon, I agree. Flying Circus, you're a bitch. That's true. Ganja King. Oh, Aesop, that is probably one of the best comments I've seen all night. No, you weren't calling idiot Jetta Webster, just people that make idiot comments. I don't know about that one, Dudley. Duddy, I think your $5 were misspent on that comment, but I understand. Stop your roach bullshit. I'm not a roach. Fuck you. Wait. Matthew 6:7. That's a good one. I wish I was gay. Ooh, wait. Meow, meow. That's a great fucking comment. I like that one. We'll see, Duddy the One. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It's going to be one of Charlie Kirk's. Duddy the One. Find my email. Email me. Find my email in one of my videos. Email me. I want to know your email so I can tell you which foundation I donated to. You're funny. You guys are all funny. Okay, where are my mediators at? Jesus Christ, Flying Circus is out of control. I don't think it's the Jews. You're absolutely hilarious. Diddy, Duddy the one, I know it's going to sound weird, but you're now a moderator. Duddy the one is now a moderator because I want you helping me out. These guys are stinks too. I'm a Jewish queer. Wow, 755 King, you are gone. Fuck you. Fuck off. There's not a roach in my vent. Stop it. Only, Duddy, you can only abuse your powers on shit that makes no sense. You can't fuck with people that are far left or far right that actually makes sense, okay? Nikki, you already know where I'm at. You've been on this before. I'm in Northern California. It's 12:40 in the morning. Hell, I don't win friends at all. I'm neither. I tell both the left and the right to go fuck themselves. I am silly, but at the same time, I'm weird. Thank you. Ooh, that's cool. The girl I'm dating, or the girl I really want to be with, she's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous black woman. I love guys. I mean, one of the reasons why I don't like Charlie Kirk is because my ex-wife is Mexican, and she's got my two beautiful children. And sometimes he makes stupid. He used to make some stupid comments about the Hispanic community. And he's made some really stupid comments about the black community, and I've been part of both communities. But at the same time, he's made some really intelligent stuff about economics. That's why it's like half the shit that Charlie Kirk said would piss me off, and half it would say, wow, that really made sense. Yes and no. I am fiscally, monetarily, when it comes to money and economics, I am very conservative, but I'm socially liberal. There you go. No, but some of the shit he says has said over the years has been stupid, but at the same time, he's said some smart things too. Oh, I know exactly what he stood for. Just some of the things he would say over the years were stupid, and then some of the things he would say were really smart. So, man, I don't want to get into that because Jose Ramirez, that opens up a can of worms that would take me 2 hours to talk about. Research it for yourself. To Jose Ramirez, research it for yourself, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it doesn't mean he's a bad person. It's just Charlie had, and I said this earlier, Charlie was a white man with a silver spoon in his mouth. So some of the shit he would say was just like, dude, you have no life experience. And then half of what he say, especially when it came to economics, or it came to the job market, or it came to banking or investment or real estate, would be really smart. So that's why I say half of what he said, I really hated, and half the stuff he said, I go, shit, the guy makes sense. You know, he wasn't a racist. I would never tell you he's a racist. I would say he was uneducated about certain things because he was so young. But that doesn't mean he should be killed. I'm not sure. I didn't follow his abortion stuff too much. I know he was pro-life. Dude, 31 years old, yeah, he shouldn't have been killed. That was stupid. No, he didn't call for the repeal of the Civil Rights Act. That's wrong. You have to go look at what he really said. Barry, go do your homework on that. That was bullshit. That's a leftist fucking extremist pork. Go look at what he really said. He didn't say that. I don't think he was sexist, but he was interesting when it came to female male gender roles. No, he didn't wish it never happened. The problem that people misunderstand about what Charlie Kirk said, which I disagree with in a lot of respect, so let me clarify that. And you guys have to go back. Watch the whole clip. Don't watch 1 minute that some jackass put up there to make money. Go watch what Charlie Kirk really said about civil rights and DEI. I agree with him, the fact that economics, minority communities from Hispanic all the way up to Asian are easily accessible to government assistance and raised by the government. I agree with that. Where I disagree with him is he thinks, Charlie Kirk thinks the civil rights movement and DEI caused single motherhood to be normal in minority communities. That is wrong. He never wished it went away. He said it was the cause of, which I disagree with him on. Okay? I disagree with Charlie a lot on that respect. Because I believe what really happened was once welfare came out and benefited communities that were minority or single motherhood, was men became the problem. I don't care what your skin color was, men became the problem because men stopped being men. Men started being whores. And then everything followed suit. Okay. So you would have, I'll give you an example with my skin color, which is white. You would have a white man that lives in a place like Los Angeles that's dating a woman for a year, gets her pregnant, and because the government is willing to take care of her and the kids, he walks away, goes and gets another woman pregnant. She then walks away, then gets another woman pregnant, and then walks away. And then you got 3 women that are raising 3 different children on welfare from one man being an asshole. So what I'm referring to is that I don't think, again, Charlie was so young when he said some of the stupidest shit, but some of it makes sense. Wow, some of you are making interesting comments. Okay, Duddy the One, the only thing I would disagree with you is politics control us if we allow it to. If we allow, this is where I agree with Charlie Kirk. You guys don't realize this, but Charlie Kirk said 2 very intelligent things about politics. One, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, is one thing he said is the only thing that should control what our outcome is our belief in Jesus Christ. And what he was referring to was politics, TV, and media. He was basically saying that the church and your belief in moral opposition should trump anything the media, politician, or politics say. Okay? And the second, no matter if you're Christian or not, you could be Muslim, you could be Buddhist. Okay? And it still stays the same, what he said. The second thing he said that was very intelligent was that the government should stay out of the family. And I 200% agree with that. The government should stay out of the family. Meaning, if you're Muslim, you're Buddhist, you're Christian, you're Catholic, you're atheist, you're gay, you're straight, you're trans, whatever your concept or philosophy is, the government should stay out of it. Okay? So those are two things that Charlie Kirk said in his youth that actually reign true. Okay? I do have a girlfriend, by the way. No, Duty's not ignorant. Duty's actually, Duddy the Great is actually pretty educated. I may not agree with Duddy the Great, but I made Duddy. Here's the interesting part. I don't agree with Duddy the One. Everybody can look. Duddy the One, I don't agree with everything he or she said, or however you identify. But I made Duddy the One of my moderators because little more educated than most people. May not agree with what he or she says. Okay? But far more educated than most people. So, you know, if you can tell, Duddy the One is very liberal, but allowing a lot of you conservatives to put comments in here. Because I think Duddy kind of figured out that I don't associate with one or the other. I just don't like stupidity. Okay? See, a lot of you talk about Jesus and church, and Duddy the One's helping me out kind of filter some of the bullshit. So give Duddy the One some credit. Maybe far left liberal and maybe anti-Charlie Kirk, but is allowing a lot of this stuff to come through, but just eliminating some of the, like, bullshit trolling crap. Oh, Duddy the One's a righty. Okay. But allowing a lot of lefty bullshit too. So I'm kind of grateful to Duddy the One right now. See, even allowing people to tell me I'm the stupid one. Oh, I understand that. Yeah, I agree with that. Zeke 1000 stupid. That's an original thought. Zeke 1000, you're an idiot. That's an original thought. Zeke 1000, an idiot. There's an original thought. Yep, okay. Slowly, we're helping getting rid of the spammers, Thomas Landon. Here, Thomas, I'm going to make you've been in here a lot, so I'm going to go like this and add you as a moderator. So help me out, kind of filter the bullshit, Thomas. Help Duddy filter some of the bullshit. 2006, KF. Bobby, I can only tell you that we don't know why. We don't know why yet. We'll find out in the coming days why Robinson killed him. They are crooked, Zeke 1000. So is your viewpoint, but fuck you. I don't know if I want to see the Epstein files released. I think that would be a bad thing. What did you say? I'm so sick. It's like bad shot. You're funny. Duddy the One, you're a moderator. Stop it. Johann K., I disagree with you. Kirk had a lot of his own beliefs. In fact, Kirk has a lot of different beliefs than Trump. Trump and Kirk do not align on half of what they say. You need to do a little more research on that. What I believe in is very different than what most politicians do. No, that's bullshit, Johan. Go check it out for yourself. Nice Orthodox review. You are the moderator. You are one of the moderators now, Thomas. I need some help. Yeah, we're talking a lot about just profiting off a man's death. That's just stupid. Hell, the roach. I must be the roach because everybody keeps talking about the roach. Charlie, you wouldn't offend anybody. That's actually good. That's actually a good thing. I don't know if Charlie Kirk was the best man, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. At all. Eye for an eye is bullshit. No, I'm not. I don't profit off the stream. All 50, see, if you didn't pay attention, all the money up here that's being donated through Super Chat or Super Thanks, that's going to a Charlie Kirk non-political charity. You're funny. Perry, that's bullshit. Stop your bullshit. HG, stop your bullshit too. It has nothing to do with the First Amendment. It has to do with this guy who's an asshole. We don't know why he did it. So all you left-wing assholes and all you right-wing stupid asses, stop telling me that Charlie Kirk was assassinated for a purpose. We don't know why. The guy was barely arrested and they're still doing the investigation. No, I'm at $15.44. No, they're both way off on. Where's he at? Johann K., they are way different on political beliefs by far. They both are. Charlie Kirk did not believe in tariffs. Trump does. Do your homework on that. Johann K., Charlie Kirk, and Donald Trump had a lot of differences. A lot of differences. Especially when it came to social and economic policy. Yeah, that's true. Truth 150. Good question. Everybody should figure out who he really was. What the hell should everybody should figure out who he was. You're not all stupid. Okay. No, I've seen others. So Thomas Lanham, I've seen others come on top of Charlie Kirk. It's just you have to have an educated approach. And he generally would let you talk. If you had an educated approach, he would really let you talk because he liked listening. Magic Johnson, an idiot? Okay, you're a dumbass. Yeah, Trump and Charlie Kirk were on two different sides of the political aisle when it came to economics. Super chat, super thanks, Chaos. Anything that goes up there, like there's another $2 or $17.44 is going to a Charlie Kirk non-political thing. So Cancer Society, whatever. I'm going to donate it. Duddy the One sent another $2. You guys suck. Duddy the One is probably the one that hates me the most in here. One of my moderators, and he or she's fucking donating the most money. Warning Skydrum, I highly doubt it. The video of him getting shot is hard to manipulate by AI. Amen, Camilla Johnson. Camilla Johansson, you need to be pinned. We're going to pin that comment. How do I pin it? That's a good one. I like Kamala. Thank you, Camilla. Thank you. That's true. KF is being weird. He wasn't a bad man, but he just, again, half the things I didn't like about him, half the things I did. Wolf Casual, that could be true. My take is he didn't deserve it, and we need to be more tolerant of each other when it comes to conversations. We don't know why the guy did it yet. Once we know why the guy did it, once we actually have his explanation, since he's admitting to it, we'll have a better understanding. Johan, he didn't. He didn't defend his tariff policy the way you think. Go back and watch. It was November of 2024. Go watch Charlie Kirk's podcast with, I think it was the Breakfast Club. They had a great conversation. See if you can find some clips for that. I think it was right before Thanksgiving of 2024. You'll see he doesn't agree with everything Trump does tariff-wise. You aren't blocked so far. Nobody's been blocked. Yeah, Charlie, you understand media is media, guys. Media, Dalen Courier, I'm gonna pin that real quick. Sorry, Camilla Johnson. I understand why they did it. No, Wally Pip's still alive. Wally Pip's still in. He's not blocked. I agree with that. Guys, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I got to go to bed. All right, guys, have a good night.